look at?
I don't know what to do. Shalom, shalom. Welcome back to my aunt's attic. Nope, I hate everything about this.
How do people do this?
I don't know. This is very up close.
This
and
is
personal.
like another thing we have to get used to. Like, I feel like we got semi-used to, like, I got semi-used to, like, the one camera.
Well, it was a little bit further back, so I couldn't exactly see myself so much, and I'm like, that's a lot. That's a lot of me.
It's a lot of one-on-one.
How are you feeling about it? Should we?
I feel like it's like a light. Like, it's just blinding me from this side. The fact that I could.
By the light, wrapped up like a deuce, another runner in the night. What?
I like it though. I think it'll be good. We'll try it. We don't have to do it next time if we don't like how it turns out. Yeah.
Yeah.
The people will let us know.
I'm just gonna be like looking back and forth and be like, I don't know to look at you, look at me. I don't know.
There's too many people in the room.
What do you mean?
Now it feels like I'm interacting with two people.
Yeah.
Instead of just you.
For those who are audio listeners, go to YouTube because
it's way more fun. We're having way more fun on YouTube.
You'll figure out what we're talking about.
I just did a little knee reveal.
Ooh, getting spicy. How far up are you?
I'm in the middle.
Okay. You must have like really hiked up. What is that? What is this hair?
Why are you not in the middle?
I gotta stop looking at myself.
The same.
I'm being so self-conscious about it now.
We're good.
What is this? Do you see this?
It's good.
I don't know.
I like it. I like when hair is like flippy in the front.
I was actually just talking to my cousin about the fact that I feel like I have a mullet. I liked the idea of the curtain bangs, and when my hairstylist styled it the first time when I first got it cut, I liked it. But
you don't have a mullet.
And now when I'm trying to style it, it doesn't work. My cowlick goes crazy.
I think it looks great.
Thanks. I'm not digging it. So I think I gotta let my bangs grow out again. But we'll see.
I have a haircut on Friday.
Yeah?
I'm so scared.
Are you switching anything up? Are you doing something new?
That's the thing is like I would like to, but if I get there and she's like, no, that won't look good. I'm like, that's fine. Like I have
fight for what you want.
No, I don't know what I want is the thing. I want a professional opinion. I want a professional, non-biased party that is not worried about hurting my feelings and will let me know like what will actually suit me, because I like the idea of like the face framing, the curtain bangs. I like the sound of all that. It's very like on trend, but for some reason I just don't think that I have the face for it, and that's okay. I just want to ask someone.
Have you ever considered doing a different part? I know the middle part is super
I like the middle.
Okay.
I had so funny actually. I had a side part my whole life on the left, and everybody is telling me that I should go back to it. But I think I just like the symmetry. I
need to see you afterwards.
Not
We're
now.
gonna do some experiments,
but it did look good. It's just that I just don't like the idea that I'll be like lopsided.
Well, that's my part actually goes at an angle backward.
Yeah.
Because my cowlick does not allow a center part. So I have to part it off to the side, but then
I think I'm a little bit off center.
But to keep the amount of hair equal on both sides of my head, I angle it back to the middle of my head to try and get some more hair over here. Because if I did it straight back, it would be a tiny little bit of hair over here and a whole bunch on the other side. Bye. The dog just left me. Aw.
No, Eric likes the side part because I showed it to him the other day and he was like, that looks good. And I'm like,
well,
it's not
what the boyfriend says. No, not really.
Well, obviously not, because I have a middle part right now. I don't know. I just
awkward.
Me too.
So awkward. I keep looking at him like, oh god.
But like, I know for a fact I like to get like a U shape in the back.
Yeah, we talked about that.
And I like a little bit of layers, a little bit. But I just don't like my hair right now. It's just kind of long and stringy.
It's beautiful.
But it's boring.
Beautiful red hair.
It's not red.
I know. It's still in my mind's eye. In my mind's eye, it is still red.
It's not even like a little bit though anymore.
No,
because it was like growing out a little bit reddish brown, but it's not even that anymore. And naturally, it's like pretty cool tone actually. Yeah.
So how was your week?
I don't know.
We're switching gears.
I have finals. I don't even know. I'm just like
busy?
sweating and like that's it.
That's it. Just sweating. Period.
I know that Why? Did you have something you wanted to say?
I have some crap to talk about my cousin.
Which one?
If you guys don't know who my cousin Tiffany is, go back and
oh my
check
god,
out
the infamous Tiffers.
The infamous Tiffers,
part 1 and 2.
Check that out. You'll know who I'm talking about.
I like those episodes.
Yeah.
They were so good. Why? Did something bad happen?
Mother trucker.
What happened?
She comes up this past weekend, Mother's Day weekend.
I like Tiffany.
Just to come and visit, hang out for a little bit, and she decides to need her gallbladder out. So she apparently feels safe enough. Her body is just like, I'm in a safe place. There's a better hospital here. Let's freak out and need every emergency done right here, right now.
All right.
So we spent, we had a cookout on Saturday night. She started feeling not good. Took her to the hospital. My other cousin, our cousin Dan, is a doctor. And so she had him kind of like examine a little bit and kind of give his thoughts on it. And he was like, yeah, I'm thinking gallstones.
God
so
bless.
like, let's go to the hospital. She spent all night in the ED, which is up here, upstate. Not a fun place to be. But she did. She was there all night with my Aunt Rachel and Dan, Dr. Dan. And then I swapped out. I went the next morning, Sunday morning on Mother's Day. I swapped out with them and hung out with her for the rest of the day, about 12 hours.
Is that like a big deal? Like your appendix is like, I would say, not a big deal of a surgery.
Not a big deal of a surgery, but if you don't get it done, it could be fatal.
Right.
This kind of,
Josie's just nodding.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one's, I think, a little, probably a very similar one, actually. It's a laparoscopic whole deal. Cut it out, suck it out, whatever
Josie's
it is.
in like health studies, so
you know what's up.
Yeah, she's just nodding along.
Yeah.
Do you have anything you wanted to say?
Yeah.
Or
Do you want to come in?
Huh?
My
what
cousin.
Do you mean? Yeah.
We are talking about the fact that my cousin got her gallbladder removed. She had to make Mother's Day weekend all about her. She ditched her 3 kids. No, I'm just kidding. This was not obviously not intentional. But no, she was supposed to go home on Sunday after church on Sunday on Mother's Day. But yeah, no, we spent the entire day in the hospital, and so she's going to spend the rest of the week here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, to recover, and I'm going to take her. I'm either going to take her all the way down just so I have a chance to see my own family, or I'll meet someone halfway there, about Erie, PA, and swap out. But
transporting Tiffers.
Yeah, good old Tiffers.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, called her a sludge monster because the doctor came in after her surgery, and she was just like, "Yeah, it was very sludgy," and I was like, "She'd be dubbed the sludge monster."
I would want to see it so bad.
I forgot to ask if we could keep it. I was going to see if we could keep it. Put it in a jar. No, the whole thing. They take the whole thing out. Uh-huh. This is going to work out well.
No,
we got to get a third mic.
I guess.
We got to get a guest mic. But yeah, that's how our week is going so far. So I came here. I ditched her and came here.
Oh, she's at the hospital alone right now.
No, she's at my aunt's house. We're all kind of taking turns.
The heck? We should have gone there.
Nah.
Put her on camera.
Oh, she would have loved that.
Yeah, in the attic with the red blood cell.
It's gone.
What?
Yeah.
I would have taken it.
Would you have?
Where'd it go?
I don't know. I don't know if they got rid of it. I should have. Where are you going to put that thing?
No, you're right.
It is massive. It would fill this entire
room. That's why I'm thinking about that right now.
Yeah, it's
she
huge.
has in her aunt's attic. It's like when it's like when in the book it says the name of the title of the book.
Breaking the fourth wall. It's my aunt's attic.
There is this like not bean bag, but also
it's like
not a mattress.
Bag.
It's like it's just shaped like a big red blood cell, but it's like but it's not like malleable like a bean bag is. It's like a hard lump. Oh, you got your earbuds still in there.
What?
In your microphone. Like,
okay.
All right.
Whip it out. Anyway. Yeah, it's
dang,
not a bean bag. It's a
went.
foam bag. It's not malleable. It was heavy as heck.
Yeah, it's huge also.
Yeah. That puppy was not going. I think we had to cut it to pieces like with a chainsaw or something to get that thing out of there. But no, I think it's gone.
Rest in pieces.
My aunt turned the room into a whole big playroom for all the kids that she watches, all her nieces and nephews.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. But what about you guys? How was your Mother's Day? Did you do anything special for the mama? You guys suck.
No.
You just nothing?
we went to Core Life Eatery.
Good stuff.
And
man, I haven't had one of them in a lot. What do you guys usually get?
I never know what to get there. It's like
their chicken Caesar salad. Good stuff.
Well, I don't like to build my own thing. I like to pick out like a pre-made thing, but I don't want any of the pre-made things.
Well, you get a pre-made base and then you switch it up.
That's what I usually do, but there's too much lettuce. I just want a bowl of noodles.
Place.
Yeah. She wanted Core Life Eatery and I offered to pay for it. I was like, can I pay since it's Mother's Day? And she was like, what did she say? That's not necessary. And I said, nothing's necessary.
That's what Tiffany keeps saying. We're trying to like, okay, what can we get you? I'm sorry. I'm like, that's quite literally the job description of family is like to be there when when things like this happen and to be at your beck and call during a recovery. And she's like, I'm sorry, I'm such a burden. I'm like, I'm gonna straight up punch you in the face.
She also does not have like the burden energy, if that makes sense.
No, she's been like trying to get up and go and do and everything for herself, and it's like, just chill. You have this opportunity, away from the chaos of your family. Take this time to, let us treat you with like the royal treatment. Like, let us do what we want to do. She's like, you don't have to. And I'm like, no, I don't have to. I want to. Shut up and accept my help. My gosh.
Right. Did you do anything special?
I got my mom. I didn't even call my mom on Mother's Day. Like I said, we were in the hospital. Oh, I have another story to tell about that. But anyway, I texted her in the morning before I went to the hospital, and I sent her a picture of the teacup pig that I got her.
What?
It's a teacup with a stuffed pig in it, a little pig. She's always wanted a teacup pig, and she ain't actually going to get a real one.
Well, they're not a real thing, are they?
They are.
But they grow to be a full-size pig, don't they?
No.
I think there's like real teacup pigs, but most of the time it's like a scam. Like they
they don't stay teacup size. They do get bigger, but they are like a micro pig or something. They are smaller than regular pigs. But no, there's no pig that's going to stay the size of a teacup.
Right.
That's not a thing.
She said same with the Munchkin cat.
I found out about those today.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know anything.
Was this like a pony? What are we talking about? I have a friend who's a pig, but it's huge.
I thought you said you had a friend who's a pig.
I had a friend who's a pig. They're huge.
But no, I sent her a picture of the little teacup or the pig in a teacup.
Oh, is this like Francis, the cat on TikTok that passed away? Francis,
the grumpy cat.
Cat with short legs. Cat that's small.
That's. I thought that was a breed of cat. The little stub leg.
Yeah.
You said they weren't real. Wait, am I mixing up part of the conversation?
I accidentally say they weren't real.
Well, we talked about like the Munchkin cat.
You said teacup pigs aren't real, like the Munchkin cat.
Oh,
she's lying to us. She be lying.
I don't know what's happening?
Unlike the Munchkin cat, which is a real thing. Okay.
Okay.
All right. We're going.
What?
Yeah.
I think breeding things to be a certain way is weird.
Hey, guess what we're going to talk about now? Bluey. Because
God.
While at the hospital, I watched the funniest episode of Bluey. I was rolling, dude. So my cousin was in surgery. We were in the waiting room, and my aunt is trying to sleep. Wasn't happening. She got all of like 5 minutes of sleep before someone ran something over a dip in the hallway, and it just clattered. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Nice.
I'm watching Bluey. Season 2, episode 22. Check it out. Funniest freaking episode of anything I've ever seen ever, period.
Right.
Oh my God, it was rolling. Just the game that they were playing was so chaotic and hilarious. It was a whole family. Both parents, both girls. Absolutely freaking hilarious. Had me absolutely rolling. My aunt was judging me. She's like, what are you laughing at? I'm like, it's Bluey. Oh my gosh. She's like, you're weird. And I'm like, I accept that. I accept it.
You're weird.
It was so freaking funny. I was crying. It was so funny. But then also I just watched an episode this morning that the girls wanted ice cream and the dad caved and they went to get ice cream, but then he got a like double chocolate whatever. I've never been so irritated in my life.
Why?
He got a double chocolate something. They're dogs.
Oh.
I was like, that don't work. So that was the first time I was actually a little irritated with Bluey.
So they don't really do they acknowledge that they're dogs?
They acknowledge that they're dogs.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he's getting a double serving of chocolate ice cream and chowing down on. I'm like,
maybe it was
I don't know.
I don't know.
Like a fake chocolate or something. I don't know, but it irritated me.
I know they can have like it's not as much of an issue as you would think it is. Like it has to be a lot of chocolate to be lethal, but that double chocolate, that might be close.
But then the very next episode, they were playing another game. They were playing another game, and Bingo got into a little thing of chocolate, and Bluey did say, "No, don't eat the chocolate. You'll get a tummy ache."
Oh, what? What are we doing?
And I'm like, but last episode you just had chocolate ice cream. So
and
what
is
happening?
Like,
and it was fine.
Brown in color?
Yeah.
What are we doing, Bluey?
I don't know what's happening, but
get it together, writers.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Being a writer is probably so hard.
My aunt was convinced that we were going to like this movie called Two Hearts, based on a true story on Netflix. We got like 5 minutes in, and I was like, either the writing or the acting is so atrocious. I'm like, can't do it. Can't do it. She was like, oh my gosh, it's such a good movie. And I'm like, you're out your mind. It's bad.
What is it about?
Like I said, it's based on a true story, but the 5 minutes of the movie that I got kind of made it seem like this kid has some kind of heart issue, but he ends up he meets this girl in college. They're going to end up falling in love. He's going to have some kind of medical emergency. It's going to freak out. And if he survives or not, I don't really know because I didn't actually watch it because it was bad acting. It's Jacob Elordi. He's in everything. And I'm like, how is he in everything? I've never been impressed by his acting at all.
I don't love him at all.
No. He's a Hallmark actor or something. I'm like, ugh.
I don't like 5 Feet Apart. Whoa.
5 Feet Apart. Oh, you don't like that movie?
Sorry. Thought it was corny. So corny. Super corny.
I was okay with it.
No.
I wasn't like overly thrilled, but it wasn't horrible acting to the point where I was like this Two Hearts or whatever was physically difficult to watch. Like I was cringing my way through it and I didn't get very far. I was like, yeah, we got to stop. But that's my aunt. She loves her Hallmark movies and everything. And she's like, oh my God, it was so good. You guys got to watch it. You got to watch it. No.
Nope.
No, absolutely not. Also, on the way here, I'm all over the place right now. My mind is
good.
On the way here, I got super annoyed because it's like not very nice out right now. It's kind of
so
sprinkling,
humid.
a little bit raining. It's a classic Syracuse day. This dude had his convertible top Mustang open, and he was smoking a fat cigar.
Yeah.
Absolute monstrous cigar with the top down while it's raining. I'm like, I'm judging you. I'm judging you.
That's another level. One time a man came into the store and he was smoking a cigar. He set it down outside the store, did his shopping, on his way out, picked it up and kept smoking it.
At least he didn't bring it in. I would have been annoyed. I have a hole in my sock.
I see it.
Yeah.
That's a cute one.
My little toesie's going to be coming out here in a second. That's weird. Dogs are coming out. But that was okay. That's better than.
I thought it was funny. I just wouldn't trust like people. Like I would not leave my cigar outside and then just trust that. Like,
not enough people bother with cigars to like steal it.
But like,
I mean, as far as maybe messing.
Not a
with
kid,
it.
like not like a child, but like a teenager or something. I don't know.
Doing something stupid to it.
Right.
Well, anyone with the audacity to smoke a big fat cigar out in public like that, I think would probably, punch you right square in the face if you messed with his cigar.
Probably.
Just that type of person, if we're going to be the stereotypical. But how was the rest of your week? A lot of
good finals.
Yeah.
Projects. I think it's like I can't tell if I have anger issues or just so many things keep happening to just tip me right off. But I keep getting really angry.
Oh boy.
Do you want to hear?
Of course. Go for it.
Okay. So let's do in the previous episode of, let's do a little recap. So last semester, you'll remember this. I'm just jogging everybody's memory, including yours. Last semester, I was registering for classes for the semester I'm in right now. And, I've only got 5 classes left I need to take. One of them is called WGS 400. I'm like, can't wait. Sign me up. I go to sign up. It's not there. It's not a class. Where is it? Don't know. What is it? Don't know that either.
What's it called again?
WGS 400. I know what it stands for. It stands for Women, Gender, Sexuality Studies.
No, I was thinking GSW.
What is that?
Gunshot wound. Okay, but continue.
Similar, but no.
Similar, but no.
It's what's called an independent study. I don't know what that means. So I'm like, all right, I'll just go waltz my little way. During like literally, I go to register for the class, cannot find it, and I'm like, I'm literally going to physically go to the department right now. I walk. Okay, it's far away. Keep in mind that I had to walk to a whole different building every time I did this. I walk to this other building, to the women's department. I know where it is. And I'm looking around, trying to find like a secretary or somebody in the department. Well, some lady comes up to me and she goes, "Do you go here? Do you go to school here?" And I'm like, "Yes. Why do we think I have this big dumb backpack on my back and I look like an idiot?" "Oh yeah, I'm trying to find a secretary. She's not here right now. You have to come back tomorrow." "Okay, well tomorrow's Friday. I don't go to, or it was Thursday." Like I was not going to be there, but I'm like, "Okay, get out of my face." I leave. I email the secretary in the meantime. And while I wait for a response, every day I go to this building to see if she's there. At different times, by the way, not just at lunchtime because I'm not an idiot.
Is this, I mean, you've said this,
yes,
about this before. This is
believe so.
Just a recap, right?
But it's okay if this is new to you.
Okay. No, I remember it.
Okay, good.
Okay, this is part of like the next.
This is part of what's about to happen.
Okay.
This is part of the frustration I've had with this class this whole time. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, this is kind of a long story, by the way. So anyway, every day I'm going multiple times a day trying to find a secretary. Don't find her. Can't find her. Finally, I find her. By the way, do you go to work? Secretary of the Division of the Department. I don't like you already, but okay. I find her. I said, "Hi, I am wondering about this class, WGS 400. She goes, "Oh yeah, you emailed me." That's weird. Why didn't you not email me back then if you saw it? Mm-hmm. She goes, "Yeah, I don't know anything." And she's like, "And you said it's an independent? I don't know anything about that." "Yeah, I emailed so-and-so. They're going to get back to you." Okay. Nobody gets back to me. So I get online. I'm trying to find like somebody else to contact. I find the coordinator. "Sorry, but what are you? What do you actually do?" So I email the coordinator. TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. Now I'm on winter break. TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. Finally, someone, after emailing both of these people like multiple times and CCing each other because whatever. Can't find the head of the department, by the way. That's sus. So,
assistant head of the department of this section of
who are you people? Really? Because you don't go to work. Yeah. So what are you? So someone emails me and they're like, "Oh, you have to reach out to this man. He's in charge of it." Okay. How was anybody supposed to know that with the given information? I'm like, is anybody who's taking this class doing the same rigmarole of like, you got to walk down to Old Main every day?
Good use.
Thank you. Woo! You got to walk down to Old Main every day, not find the secretary. Like, there's no way that, how is anybody finding this man? He's like secret. He's like in a cave. So she's like, "You have to reach out to this guy." Okay, I do. He doesn't get back to me. I get back to the other people and they're like, "He'll get back to you on the first day of school." Okay, that's such a bad idea because I still don't know what this class is. But okay. And also, I have to pay my bill before the first day of school. But if I do not have 15 credits, I do not get financial aid.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to pay for it and then add the class after the fact and then get reimbursed. That's so stupid, but okay.
Wow.
So I had to pay my bill without the class in it, and then like a week after classes start, I add the class to my schedule officially, and then they like okay, so that's complicated for no reason. Okay. So the first day of class, he emails me, and he's like, "Can you meet me at whatever time?" It was very inconvenient to meet with him. Just our schedules were not lining up. And then finally one day they did. Okay, I work as well as going to school, and I live like an hour away. So he's like, "Can you meet me at 1 on this day?" Okay, whatever. I show up at 12:30 because I have nothing better to do. Because it's like 2 hours after my class ends. Okay. I'm waiting. And he does not show up. And I'm like, well, I have to go to work. So I'm like, okay, at 1:30, I'm leaving. It's 1:30. I stand up and there he is.
Oh my God.
And I sit back and he goes, oh, sorry, just give me 1 second. I'll be right with you. So I'm like, oh, well, now I can't leave because if I dip and he comes back and I'm not here, like what just happened? So he's like, we just wait here. And so I like wait 5 more minutes and I get in his room and he's like, okay, so this is women's independent study. You're going to pick something that you want to study. Get back to me next week. Get back to me next week, same time. And I'm like, this is already so inconvenient for me to be here at this time. It's 2 hours after my class ended and then I have to go right to work. Like, I'm like, okay. So I'm like, okay, literally the words he said, like a study about women. Like that was the whole guideline. I'm like, okay, great. So I work at a hardware store, you know.
Okay.
I know that there is like bias within customers against women who work in hardware stores. I know because I live it.
Yeah.
Like that would be interesting.
Okay.
I like maybe survey employees and see like if this is like a common issue. So I get back to him. I meet back with him. He likes the idea, whatever. Basically, it's like a few weeks or maybe even months of like trying to get a hold of him and meet with him and like him being like, okay, so you're going to do a study. And then there was even a moment where I was like,
oh gosh.
I was like, you know, I had this idea and I was thinking maybe I could do like a survey. And he was like, no, that's too complicated. Like you'd have like data, you'd have to, no. And then the next week I come in and he's like, what if you did a survey? I'm like, okay. Okay.
My anger
cool
issues
idea.
could never.
So it's just back and forth of like just meeting with him and he's so vague. And there's no instruction. There's no syllabus for this class. There's no instruction. There's no outline. There's no like due date. There's not even a specified project. Like I could pick any project. I picked write a paper on this study that I did, right? So, I'm sorry, this is like the longest story I've ever told. Anyway.
I'm just like, I'm fuming
it's
for
just
you.
all coming to the punchline, which is what happened to me the other day. So, there's a bug on the ceiling. So anyway,
not anymore. Where'd it go?
Oh, yeah, it went. So, it fell literally directly down. It's on the floor now. I think it's an ant. So, he's, you know, we go back and forth for a few weeks, and he even like asked me to find some articles to like back up it, and he was like, these are not good enough, like I'm giving you articles. And I'm like, okay, so I don't have these articles. He's like, okay, so I think you understand the assignment. You can go ahead and get started. Okay. Good, because I don't want to see you again. So I do it. He sends me an outline. It's like the most vague thing. The outline is literally like, state the argument, support the argument with the article. Argument 2, state the argument, support the argument with the article. Like how you write an essay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I do it. I write it. It's hard to do because he picked out the articles.
Mm-hmm.
And so they don't really line up because I didn't pick them out, but I made it work somehow. Anyway, it's good. Well, I don't hear from him for 2 months, 3 months. Okay. It's an independent study. I figured he'd tell me a due date at least, but okay. So 2 weeks ago, I email him my paper and I said, hi, please let me know if this needs any, final little tweaks and when you'd like it to be done by. Well, he waited until finals week because I have nothing else going on to let me know. I'll read it.
Oh gosh. I have no patience for stupid, ridiculous people. This is completely unreasonable on so many different levels for any kind of professional to do and act like this. Especially when like your grades are riding on other people.
Right. I don't know how it's going to be graded. Like, is it a completion?
Yeah.
Is it like a letter grade? So anyway, he says, hello, Mary. I read your paper. I had expected you to check back with me throughout the semester so that we could work together to develop the paper. Hey, quick question. Why do you call it an independent study, though, if we have to do it together? What? Hey, second question. When I didn't I know that you are going to say that it was my responsibility to check in with you. I know that. But when I didn't, did you think I died? Did you think I dropped out? Did you think I decided altogether, I'm not going to do it this semester before I graduate? Oh, hey, by the way, I forgot to mention this. He decided to make me feel bad for reaching out to him throughout winter break because he was like, oh, you're the only student who is doing this project this semester, so I had to like reach into the higher ups to be so that you could be able to do it. And I'm like, gee, thanks that you did your job. I didn't know that. So he's like, that's why this took so long. I'm like, okay, I don't care. So anyway, I'd expect you to reach out to me, some feedback. And then he basically told me everything that I already did. Like, I don't even, like, I showed this to so many people, and they're like, huh? Did he read the paper? Because he goes, you need to connect the results to the existing scholarship. Like, you need to connect the literature review to the paper. Like, that's what, is that not how, like, what an essay is? Like, when you're in high school, like, you, like, what?
This is what gets me. That all of this is the perfect example of, you know, the argument that says that women wouldn't be able to function without men, that men have created the infrastructure and everything that we know and all the workings of the world, basically, that men have done.
Mm-hmm.
Do they, honest to God, think that if they all disappeared off the face of the earth, that women couldn't figure it out? Because a majority, no, I shouldn't say that, not a majority, but many of the inventions that are functioning in the world right now were taken credit by men, but were actually invented by women. And then also, even if things kind of went a little wonky if all men disappeared, yeah, things might be a little wonky for a little while, but women could easily figure it out. We might do it in a different way. We might have to change some things up, but we could absolutely figure it out. And the thing that I absolutely love is that, okay, well, if all men disappeared, well, who would protect you? From who? Who would we need protecting from?
Yeah.
You know? And if everything imploded and everything went wonky for a little while, like I said, women could figure it out. But at the moment that women all disappear, men would absolutely crumble because they have become so dependent on all the other things that women take care of, that they do behind the scenes that men don't realize.
Yeah.
That men would have, like, they would implode. Maybe they'd be able to figure it out without women eventually, but no, women could way more. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm going to lose my mind. My anger issues could never. And
well, it's like I read. Okay, so he waited a week and a half to get back to me. It's like 7 pages.
Pause one more time. I'm sorry. I just
no go.
I just saw like a thing that said that as like some kind of something or other experiment that a car company had women design a car by women for women, and it was the greatest thing that could ever come across the streets. And guess what? Was never put into production.
Right.
Because women did it, and they did it well.
Did you see the thing that happened where a car got in like a head-on collision with 2 men sitting in the driver and passenger and 2 women sitting in the backseat, and the 2 women in the backseat suffered more injuries, like way more significant injuries, because the cars are not designed for women. Did you see this?
Like crash test dummies are men's bodies rather than women's. Yeah.
Anyway. So he wants...
I think men have their place. I'm definitely like a traditional kind of like men have their roles and women have their roles. But the audacity, the hubris, the ego, the audacity of men on so many occasions, and this guy just is the embodiment of all things wrong with men.
Well, also, why is he... I think he's the chair of... he's at least like the head of the department. Why is he the head of the women's studies department? Who is he? I don't even know who he is. But he wants me to get it to him, of course, the day before graduation. Great.
Is it really the day before?
It's Friday and graduation's on Saturday.
Oh my God. That's almost as bad as my paper being due after graduation.
Exactly. I tell that story of that all the time because I think that everything should be turned in at least a week before graduation, if not 2 weeks before.
Yeah.
You having that thing due after graduation was actually insane. I think night before is crazy because like I won't rest easy. Like, I want to, like, actually enjoy graduation knowing that I actually did it. But, like, I'm so scared because, like, I actually sat down with Eric last night and I tried to change it and I actually couldn't. Like, based on what he said, I could not do anything differently. And I'm afraid because What if I get a C and that ruins this whole thing that I've been like?
It doesn't matter. I already see that you have your framed certificate up there for being the greatest,
the outstanding student of 2025.
Yeah.
But no, but like President's List on like the whole reason I have women's studies is my minor, and the whole reason that is my minor is because my advisor sat me down and he was like, "Listen, like you're doing really well. I expect you to graduate with honors. If you have a minor, you will get an additional like award or certificate because you have honors and a minor. So you should add a minor." And I'm like, okay. What if this ruins the whole thing? I mean, really? They gave me my honors tassel. Like,
yeah.
What if this ruins the whole thing? Also, what else is he doing during the semester? That he's so busy that, like, he's literally running around the building, showing up to places late. Like, what does he do? I'm wondering. I'm asking.
Yeah. No, oh my gosh. My anger could never. Oh my god.
I read that email first thing I woke up, and I actually laid and stared at the ceiling for maybe an hour. Because I was just like furious.
That's a very like look into the camera Jim moment. Just like, are you joking right now?
Joking.
Oh my god.
It's a good essay. Eric reads a lot of like studies and articles and stuff, and he read it and he said it's good. I found what did you say? Nerd. Yeah, he's a nerd. I have never written an essay, like done like a study and written an essay on it. But he said it's good. I feel like I found really good, like, information, like insightful stuff. I think all or most of the women I surveyed were cashiers.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
All of the women I surveyed said that they had been like harassed or flirted with or like some weird comments made at them.
If men weren't in existence, that wouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, like I found so many.
I sound like such a feminist when I say stuff like that. When I'm actually not. I just can't stand. I just cannot stand the overinflated sense of self-worth that so many men have. You know, like I said,
don't know what it
men
is.
and women both have their roles. That I do believe, but when you think you're better, when you think you're more worth it, when you think you can take on everything, I'm just like, sit down, have so many seats. And this guy saying like, I'm so important, I'm so busy that you can't do your job when your job is to literally help students get to their graduation and make sure that be so freaking for real right now.
I am the only student who is doing this project. So I did not reach out to him because I was supposed to. Hey, never told me that.
Yeah.
On everything, never told me that.
Well, like you said, the implications of an independent study are you do it by yourself.
Right.
Wow.
And then for him to be like, I expected you to develop the paper with me. Like,
maybe
you have
I expect you to lay out your expectations beforehand.
Right.
Mr. Supposed to be in charge.
Right. And then it's like, but when I didn't, I know that you have no other students keeping you busy with this, so why did you not maybe reach out to me? Just an idea. I don't know. So, I'm very angry about it, and I don't really know
understandably
how to change. I'm just sending it to different friends and being like,
no, if you think it's a good paper, well, I
remember
like it's
a good paper.
My anthropology teacher. I'm not angry at him or anything, but it was just I had to do a whole paper really quickly in like under 2 weeks because it was the first one listed, and then you do it based on who's listed. The order that it's listed. I did the first prompt, which means I had to turn it in first, which was the due date was like 2 weeks later, whereas everybody else who had at the bottom of the list had till the end of the year, which I thought that setup was a little stupid. But as I'm trying to do my research, you know, they give you the link to the articles in the library and everything that you can do online. Well, I was not finding anything on this very obscure topic.
Yeah.
And so I emailed him. I'm like, listen, do you have any sources that you could point me in the direction of? Because I am not finding anything in our school library. I have no idea where to look. And he did. He gave me some articles, and they were very interesting, very useful, and I did use them in my paper.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually had a breakdown because of it, because I was so pressured to get it done, and I'm a perfectionist, had a full mental breakdown, and I turned it in, and I got 100, which... obviously, I'm very happy to have got 100, but at the same time, I'm like, did I have to try so hard?
Right.
Is this just more of a completion thing?
Right.
What was the expectation here?
I have that all the time. As like, I always go above and beyond.
Yeah.
But then I also try to like gauge like, okay, how little of effort can I do and still get a 100?
Yeah.
No, that's actually so funny.
It just helped that I was actually very interested in the topic because when he presented the list of topics, I was all over that like a monkey on a cupcake. I wanted that topic, and unfortunately, it just happened to be the very first one. So I was
like a monkey on a cupcake. That's funny.
But no, that's infuriating. Just if you feel like your paper is good,
I feel like it's good.
Seems like so unattentive that as long as you just get something in, it'll be like a completion thing.
Yeah, Eric and I were literally reading it last night. Eric was like, "Are you sure that he read your paper? Like, is this your paper that he's talking about? Are we sure?"
It would be something that he'd probably get like the feedback for a couple different students all mixed up or like.
But I don't.
You're the only one, yeah.
I don't understand.
No, that's super frustrating. I'm sorry you're going through that.
It's okay.
Well, you know my anger issues, dude. I have yet to figure it out. As far as
I just hate him. I
hate technology.
Oh yeah.
I'm texting you all about it and everything.
Every week I feel like it's something different.
The problem is, we've said it before, there is just no reason for it not to work.
Yeah.
I'm editing a video like I've edited every other video in my entire life, and then it just decides to stop working.
I don't know.
And I spent 12 hours.
So it doesn't help that you're a little bit crazy.
No, it doesn't help. I spent 12 hours straight editing this video just to lose all of my work.
All of it.
All of it. Gone.
Where did it go?
I don't know. But the problem is I put it into Final Cut. I spend 12 hours editing. I try to download it back to my computer and then move it to my external hard drive. And it just not compatible. It's not compatible with QuickTime Player. Why? Everything else that I've ever done in my entire life.
QuickTime Player is compatible with everything.
That's just it. It just refuses to play for absolutely
no reason. QuickTime Player is like...
It's like your basic player. It's what everything goes through. There's no reason for it.
QuickTime Player will just open even when I don't ask it to.
Yeah. I deleted every possible thing that's taking up storage. I turned off iCloud for a couple different things to clear up storage or whatever it was. I made sure that all of my settings were proper. Everything that I possibly could do to make this work, I did. Everything should have been exactly the same. It just decides to not play. And I went through multiple channels. I put it onto the drive. I downloaded it from there. I tried to download it onto YouTube first and download. I've tried every avenue, and it just decides to stop working. And I was going to freak out if the audio editing that we do for this, if that didn't work. But like I said, I just uploaded 88 and it did work. Mm-hmm. Or make sure later afterwards, let's check, make sure it actually uploaded properly.
Okay. Because sometimes I don't even understand because it'll be an MP3 player and an MP3 file.
The file that we play actually goes through it looks like the iTunes app it plays through a different, it's not QuickTime Player. Videos go through QuickTime Player. But I've done all of my edits for Epic. Mm-hmm. All of my edits for that have gone immediately to QuickTime Player. No issues whatsoever. I did the exact same thing for this video. It was an hour-long video, but our videos for this are longer than an hour. There should be no problem as far as data goes.
No, that's confusing. I don't know. I'm just so angry all the time, dude. Something's wrong with me.
It takes a lot for me to get that bone-deep, boiling rage. I'm actually... Not that you can tell here because I'm clinically insane on here, but I'm actually like a pretty calm person. It's very hard to get me actually upset. It's nearly impossible to offend me. And this had me on the brink.
Offended.
This had me offended.
I feel like I'm so outwardly calm, but inside I'm almost always mad about something.
That's a problem.
I know, that's what I'm saying, but it's like, is it warranted?
I bet your Inside Out characters, I bet anger is...
They're all
I bet anger is in control at the front of the control panel.
Probably.
My disgust
He's just always there. Or he's just like always looking
character.
over like someone who's at the panel and he's like, oh, actually I need to step in really quick. Sorry.
No, for sure. My disgust is 100% in control all the time. So I was just thinking about it. Oh my gosh. So I'm leaving church, right? And we greet our pastor as we're walking out. And my pastor is extremely soft-spoken, so I have such a hard time hearing him. So it's always very awkward. I just try to shake his hand. Hi, how you doing? And I book it because I can't hear when there's a whole lot of people and talking in the vestibule and everything. So I just try to dip real quick.
Love that word, by the way.
And
vestibule.
He said something to me, and it was just... I get nervous because I'm like, what if I can't hear him? What if I answer the wrong thing? He said something to me. I answered him real quick. And as I'm walking around, I kind of forget that if I'm thinking in my head, my face closed captions everything. I'm walking away from myself thinking like, oh, that was kind of a stupid thing. I'm like...
I do that
like
too.
Everything
though.
that I'm thinking in my face is just all over my face.
I think I also got it from like sign language classes, like where when I'm listening to the professor, I'm just making faces the whole time. I'm going like...
like fully engaged.
And it's like people probably think I'm actually a little bit crazy.
Well, I remember I was sitting next to a friend of mine at a baby shower, and you know the baby shower. The woman is opening
the baby
all the
mama.
gifts. Yeah, the baby mama. She's opening all her gifts and everything, and her sister-in-law's children, so her nieces and nephews, were playing and everything, and ran up and were like, "I want to open it! I want to open it!" And started opening this woman's presents.
Let's not.
And
it
was all over my face, and I'm like, and I was like, I'm in public. I need to
no,
keep it
but
together
that would
in
make
public.
me so angry, though.
It did. And then my friend laughed at me because she was like, yeah, I saw your face. I'm like, oh, sorry. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the face says it all. And I'm like, I'm overly expressive too.
It's good.
Like some
it's
people
good for me because I can't read people, so
yeah, no,
it works for me.
100% can read me. Oh my gosh. Gosh.
Oh man.
Probably in the worst situations too, because I'm like, because also the same like maladaptive daydreaming. I'll get so into my head, I'll forget what's going on around me.
You cry sometimes.
I'll cry. I'll totally act it out, and so I'm like talking to myself. So you'll see me like mouthing things to myself.
I like to mouth music when I'm listening to, like if I'm vacuuming and I'm listening to music, I need to mouth it, and if I can't or I'm not going to. Hold on. I'm going to choke.
This is fantastic.
Something just happened.
Choking on air? At least it's not me this time. It's usually me.
If I'm not moving my mouth, I will like move my tongue or like...
You do that naturally. Like when you read, when you're reading, your tongue is moving as if you're speaking out loud. It's just the brain connection and everything that happens. So it's probably the same thing. That
annoyed me actually so bad.
What's up?
Well, I gave a presentation on last Thursday on A Quiet Place.
Okay.
And I'm in this class of all seniors. It's an easy class. People are still failing it. I don't know how. I give the presentation. I think I was the only person who like read the directions. It was very easy, and I feel like I just don't know. Like, it was literally a 3 to 4 minute presentation. Everybody except me went over. She said a minute or less worth of video time, because obviously the presentation is only 3 minutes long. People had like 3 or 4 minutes of video, like multiple 1-minute clips. Sorry, no. She put like in order like what you're supposed to do. Everybody's just, I don't know what happened. But this one girl, who I don't like, I've talked to you about her before, but she was standing at the computer, like clicking the slides, whatever it did. But she was, she put paragraphs and then she was just reading the paragraphs, which is already my pet peeve. But she was following along with the mouse cursor, and everybody could see it on the projector, and it was so distracting. I don't even remember what her presentation was about, because I was just watching the mouse go.
Yeah.
As she read it.
Oh my gosh.
And then also, the professor's like, okay, after you present, like, please stay and like be a good audience for your classmates. She brought her bag up with her to the podium, and she said, all right, that's it, and dipped. And then she had only 2 people after her.
That's so stinking rude.
So I don't know what's happening in this class. I'm kicking the mic, the
good
camera.
Job. Shake it real good.
Shake, shake, shake.
That's, oh my gosh. I can't handle people. I was gonna say something and now I forget. This is why I interrupt you, because if I don't say eat immediately,
then you should do
it. No, that's rude.
No, I have Eric do that too, because he'll be about to say something and I'm like, I can remember my thing. I know you can't, so you say yours first.
Yeah. Must not have been important.
Sorry.
That's okay. But we're going to sit here in silence until I remember it because it's going to drive me crazy.
All right.
Not really.
Presentations, paragraphs.
Something about people being annoying. Oh, no.
People being annoying.
I'm going to get stuck on a loop of trying to figure it out, and then, we got to move on. We have to move on.
I want to help you, remember.
Oh, no. Oh, this is...
Was it about presentations?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't like this. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm really...
Oh, hey, wanted to let you know. I had to ask for letters of recommendation to apply to RIT, or like as part of my application. What?
There is so many layers to this. I can't even fathom.
Why?
You had to do a video. You
Oh,
had to
yes.
you had
Agreed.
To do this, you had to do that.
I needed like 2 or 3 letters of recommendation, right? So from OCC, I emailed, I'm not going to say their names, but I'm going to call them the big 3. And I think you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Only one of them got back to me, and it wasn't the one that I expected to. It wasn't the professor we had our last semester there. And it wasn't the professor who was a part of our podcast.
What?
Right? My feelings are a little bit hurt. Just a little bit. It's fine. It's been a couple years since I graduated. I understand. But I just thought that they would have emailed me back. But they didn't even respond. It's okay.
That seems highly odd to me.
I know. I agree with you.
Maybe something happened.
Happened to what?
I don't know. I'm just trying to come up with excuses for them because that makes me sad for you.
No, I know. It kind of doesn't feel good. Because I feel like they would have, at least the one that we had our last semester, would have jumped on it.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, well, it's finals. Maybe they're busy. Okay, I'll wait it out a little bit longer. But I don't know. It's been a week or 2. Maybe 2. It's okay.
I'm still trying to remember what I forgot, and now I'm stuck. Sorry.
You're good.
You got any more stories? You need to talk about something else so I can ignore you and think about what I was going to think about.
All right.
No, not really. But not really as in, like, I wouldn't actually ignore you.
You can if you want.
Oh, I don't want to do that. But I don't know why this is bugging me so
bad. I want to help you.
I
don't know how to help you.
I don't know. I feel like I want to talk about it so bad because it was supposed to be something deep and philosophical. And
do you want me to retell that story and then see if I can bring up the same memory for you again? No. Okay. That's what I do when I can't remember what I wanted to say.
When I try to think about a name that I'm forgetting, I go through the alphabet.
Me too.
And like see what
feels
good.
Yep. Me too.
But that's a little bit different when it's like general topic and everything. But it's making me itchy. It's making my brain itch, and I don't like not remembering things. It kind of freaks me out though, because my memory is actually so freaking bad.
No, I do the same thing. If I can't remember something, or if I lose something, I freak out. I'm like, oh, it's starting. The dementia. It's here. This is the first sign.
Yeah.
No, I know, because I have a really good memory, and so when I can't remember something or when I lose something, I almost never lose anything, and when I do, it scares me terribly.
The only reason that this garbage memory has gotten I'm okay with it is when I can't remember my books and I can read them for the first time again. It's actually happened. Like I've been able to reread a couple books and I was like, I don't remember this at all.
Oh.
Feels like I'm reading it for the first time again, and that never used to happen. I really think COVID I think is
messed up your brain.
Either COVID or the vaccine really.
I've been bad with names lately. I don't know what that is about.
I have face blindness. I'm pretty sure I have some level of face blindness. Because when we were at the hospital, you have a rotation of different nurses and doctors and everything. And right after we got done talking to a set of doctors, my aunt was like, you know what, I want to look up this person and that person and figure out, who they are. Because, my other cousin, Dr. Dan, just see who, whatever, it doesn't matter. She was looking him up and she was like, was this him? And I'm like, why are you asking? We literally just saw him 5 minutes. I could not tell you.
I don't know.
Because my brain will immediately delete
it
and only view this person.
I don't know that I have that, or if I just am not making enough eye contact to remember somebody.
No, I mean, I'm bad enough where something as completely obvious as, are they wearing a hat or not? Are they blonde or brunette?
Yeah.
Could not tell you for the life of me.
No, because people will come into the store and someone will be like, oh, I have this can of paint done for that man. He's like, or like, did that man leave? He was like, I'm like, I don't know. But I think it's because I don't look.
Oh, I could, like, my clients, I will look them dead in the face for an hour long. The moment they leave.
Bad. I just don't think I'm looking at people. Like, I'm just not good at eye contact. I'm not good at with, like, so I'm, like, mostly looking at the computer and their items, and I'm not looking at them, and I should.
And I feel like I also have some level of photographic memory, but not faces. When I'm reading a book, I can, with precision and detail, imagine an entire world, an entire landscape, an entire castle. Give me a description of a person, blank.
Doesn't absolutely stress blank. You out? It stresses me out when I'm writing, and I'm like, they're not going to picture the same thing I'm picturing right now.
Well, that's what I'm trying to write. I have such a clear, vivid, detailed image of what I want the scene to look like. Mm-hmm. I feel like I have to write out every tiny little movement and detail so they're picturing it the way I picture it. But then I have to remember, you have to trust your reader. They will fill it in.
Oh, that's hard.
They can infer what's going on. I'm like, no. I want the placement of the arm. This one. It's the left versus the right. I have the exact angle that the person is viewing a person at. Or it's just that my brain can be so specific sometimes, and other times just completely oblivious. And there is no balance between them, and that's what's infuriating. I can't find like a happy medium kind of thing. It's all or nothing, and I really am going insane.
Yeah. I'll put you in a good bin, don't worry.
Thanks, bro.
Yep.
I appreciate that. You could just put a cap in my ass and be done with it. And
put what? What? Do what? Really, what does that mean? A cap?
I think like,
so you'll explode?
No, like pew pew. Like,
oh, shoot you in the butt? Hole? You'll live, probably.
Not specific. Never mind. It just meant in general, you can shoot me and be done. Just put me down.
Is it a nice way of saying euthanize me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think actually the context of that saying is a little bit different. I probably used that 100%
cap?
Wrong.
Why is it called a cap?
I don't know. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do it on here because nobody wants to watch me research things, but I was actually thinking about that the other day, that we have the entire world of information at our fingertips, quite literally. If you wanted to learn something, you can learn it just like that for free. You don't actually have to we talked about this before. You don't have to go to college to get the education. You have to go get the degree and the title and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And so you're forced to go to college if you have to have, master's, whatever. But for the information and education itself, no, it's completely free. So that's why it absolutely drives me crazy when somebody doesn't try to learn something. If they're curious about something, if they have a question, Google it. It's right there. Figure it out. And it's just like, I will never accept the I don't know as an answer when I will pick up your phone and Google it and learn something. Don't just settle for not knowing something.
I hate when people do that.
So no, after this, I will probably, what was I just going to Google? Oh, the meaning of
cap.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to figure that out.
So is that where no cap comes from? Probably not.
I think that's a little bit.
It's different.
I don't know. We're going to find out, though, eventually. Off here. My hair is doing weird things again. I don't know.
I think it looks good. I'm really nervous for my hair appointment, though.
You're going to look flawless.
Yeah, but I graduate the next day. What if I hate it?
Well, you're going to be wearing one of those ugly little hats anyway.
I hate those dumb things. Why do they make them ugly?
I think it's the design of how they fit on your head is really stupid, and so that's why I like whoever designed
the headband thing.
The headband thing.
I ordered one. Don't think it's going to come in time. Oh, another thing that makes me super angry.
You ordered a headband?
Yeah.
Just go to Sally's.
No, it's like made for the cap. Like it has like a circle insert, and you fold the cap into it, and then you put the circle insert in, and then it attaches the.
Oh, so I was just thinking, just
headband.
glue a normal headband onto the thing. No,
I didn't think of that.
Yeah, just normal.
I don't really
$2 headband. Glue it on.
Well, okay, you know this. I did not want to go to graduation.
Yeah.
But because I won this stupid senior of the year, outstanding, whatever BS, secretary of the division of the department
acknowledged?
Thing. Don't even know. But my mom is like, oh, now you have to go. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Knowing your luck, you will not be acknowledged.
Probably not. But I've talked about this numerous times before. Every time I go to the food truck what's it called? Food truck battle of the food trucks or whatever at the New York State Fairgrounds. Every time I go,
Wingfest is this weekend.
Wingfest. Where's that?
You're a vegetarian.
Yeah.
Inconvenient.
Every time I go to the Battle of the Food Trucks, I show up and there is a band there playing that I love and almost nobody is paying attention and I didn't know that they were going to be there. Right? Okay. Well, I get online. I'm like, I wonder who's playing this year. Ooh. Oh, a band in my top 10 favorite bands? That's so exciting. I can't wait to go. Oh, it's at the same time as my graduation?
100% guaranteed I would not go to my graduation.
I'm trying to convince my mom, but last night I'm like,
hey, Mary Grace,
go to the
guess what?
Trucks.
You have free will.
She goes, no, we're going to graduation. I go, but isn't it about me? I want to go to the food truck festival.
Speaking of that, oh my gosh, I just watched an episode of Bluey where Muffin mistakenly took her father's advice that she's the most special girl in the world and she can kind of do whatever she wants. She took that way too far and she wasn't listening to the rules of the game that she was playing with her cousins.
Mm-hmm.
And then her dad had to come in and be like, listen, kid, you are the most special kid in the whole world to me and your mom. But to everyone else, you ain't special.
Suck.
And I was like, you are so for real for that, for dad.
No,
oh my
that's
God.
an important lesson to learn.
Just straight up said, you aren't special. Not to everyone else. To me and your mom, yeah. To everyone else, no, you're not special. I was like, bro. Okay.
No, that's a good point.
I love that.
Good lesson.
That's good.
I really want to go
Shout
to the
out
food
Bluey
truck
again.
thing.
Go watch Bluey.
I want to go so badly. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh, maybe I can do both. There's literally no way. That food truck ends at 10 p.m. and my graduation starts at 7:30 p.m.
Bro.
And I know that,
well, what time are they performing?
I'm guessing late in the day. They don't even, it doesn't even say online, honestly. But the experience that I've had is that they probably start at like, when it starts getting dark, 7 or 8.
Yeah, 100% would go. I would not go.
What do I do?
My mom made me go to my high school graduation.
I even was like, I will put on the stupid gown and take a picture, maybe 2 pictures. Is that not all that matters? I don't want to sit through this long thing. It's so far away. You have to get there an hour early. I don't know how long it's going to be, but it also starts so late, which is just annoying. And then the odds of me being able to get out of there and get to the fairgrounds in time that they're still performing, I think is highly unlikely.
I would pitch a fit. I would absolutely pitch a fit.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. She's literally who nobody else in the world wants to go to a graduation, especially one that's not for them.
Yeah.
No offense, they're so boring. Even as the person who is graduating, they're boring. Really boring.
Have you seen Enola Holmes? The movie Enola Holmes. And the second one. Actually, the second one might be just a tad better than the first, which is rare. And they're coming out with a third, thankfully. I love these movies. Enola Holmes, Netflix.
Oh, we got it. It's been an hour. Holy cow.
Oh, yes.
Sorry.
But this reminds me of a scene in the first Enola Holmes where she is sent to this finishing school where she does not want to be there. And the headmistress there is just overbearing, just awful. And I'm sitting there fuming for Enola. I'm sitting here fuming for you. I would absolutely crash out. If someone is actively going against what it is that I want or like the way I function in life and they're actively going against it and not allowing me to function the way I need, absolute crash out. I'm talking like chairs through windows type of crash out. Run away from life if I have to. Like if you're not going to sit here, if you're going to be unreasonable and you're not going to listen to what I want when what I want is completely reasonable, nah, I'm a flip out.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I just feel
I'm so
like
antsy right now.
I do not want to have a party because my mom was like ready to have a party for me graduate. I do not want to party. I do not want to get together. I literally just want to go pay $5 to get into the food truck festival and walk my little butt up to Chevy Court and just stand there. Like, there is no better way that I can think of to celebrate this awful ending of 2 years at this school than just listening to some music and eating some food Saturday night. There's nothing else that I want.
You really need to express that to your mom a little more closely. And if she doesn't listen, say, okay, this wasn't an option. This wasn't a suggestion. This is, I'm doing this, and you listen. Don't disrespect your parents like that. Don't listen to me.
See, but I'm not going to be able to enjoy myself if I have just like told my mom off.
Yeah.
And Yeah. If I can convince her, even if I do convince her, I will still feel a little bit icky about it. But better than if I like.
I'm at that mindset at that point now that I'm just like, be heartless, don't care about anyone else but
hard.
yourself.
I'm
not a good person. I'm not a role model. Don't listen to me.
I don't have that. Oh, if I feel like someone in my vicinity is just like a little bit unhappy, I like cannot enjoy myself.
My joy comes from watching other people be happy, but if it actively goes against me being happy, not happening. Not happening.
I don't know what to do. I don't know.
My bones are itchy, right? I'm so frustrated.
Trying to
with
think
everything.
of what that thing was.
No, just in general. Like,
sorry, I just brought all my frustrations here today. I apologize.
I'm like revved up.
Sorry.
And I really wish I could remember what I was going to talk about.
Yeah.
That really does bug me. Oh my gosh. I don't know.
You want to talk about something calming?
What's up?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
Oh.
If you do want to.
No, I got my period, and so now it's cramps and backaches.
Me too. Are we
everything.
in sync?
I think we're in sync.
When did you start? Yesterday?
Today. Well, technically yesterday, like last night, yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
In sync.
It's been a time. It's been
Did
a time.
we ever talk about your consensus on the disc? I know that you said you'd like update. You need more time to like think about it.
We did talk about that. No, it's a no for me.
No go?
No go.
Went
it was
back.
a complete and total messy disaster.
Dang, that's too bad.
Yeah. Yeah. The concept, good in theory, not in practice. I'm sticking with my cup. Yeah. And on that note,
listen to episode, what is it, 73. Let's go fishing. You okay?
I really like this. I need so many meds. I need to be locked in a loony bin. I'm itchy. I'm itchy. I'm losing my mind.
I feel responsible for this.
No, it's not you. It's literally just a combination of different things, and the fact that I can't remember, and it makes me violent.
Yeah.
Like I genuinely, something is mentally, not something. Many somethings are mentally wrong with me because I when I get irritated, I get violent. Like right now, I want to bash my microphone through a window. I want to hear the satisfying crunch of glass breaking and chairs cracking and wood splintering. I get violently angry. And that's why I can never get married. I can never live with someone. The misophonia is so unbelievable. Like, murderous type of rage. I forget who I was talking about. Oh, I was talking to my cousin about it. But, like, it's not normal. I'm genuinely not normal. And I'm becoming more and more aware of that as things progress and as I'm, like, becoming even more self-aware than I already am. I'm debilitatingly self-aware. And I'm going, we need to go. Woo! I'm gonna break something. I'm gonna break something. I can't even say it's been fun. It has been fun. This is Mary Grace's fault.
I know. I feel bad.
No, it's I'm nuts. I'm nuts. I'm itchy and I can't remember. I can't remember.
You don't want me to retell that story and try to jog the memory? Because, like, what I do, like, say I'm on TikTok and I, like, saw a TikTok that, like, made me, like, want to go, like, eat a cookie or something. And then I keep scrolling and I'm like, wait, what was I just about to do? And then I go back to the TikTok. Like, oh, that's right. Even though it had nothing to do with cookies, for some reason it just, like, it brings the memory back.
It brings the memory of the memory, but not the thing itself. Like I can see the edges of the memory, but not the core and the meat and the potatoes.
Okay. We'll just have some quiet time after this, if that's what you want.
No, I'm insane enough. No, there are so many things wrong with me. When I was losing all the stuff with my Final Cut Pro,
yeah,
I'm like, I started bashing my own head. Like it's
no.
like I get so violent. I have so many things wrong with me. And okay, we really do gotta go. It's already past time anyway, so like we're boring.
Sorry.
Now
I just want to say, I had been having headaches, like every day, and I think I realized it's the blue light.
Gotta get yourself a cutesy little pair of blue light glasses.
Turned all my devices onto like night shift or whatever, like the yellow mode. I feel so good.
Yeah.
No headache. It was weird because I actually worked. I even changed the work computer to like.
What's your screen time?
Horrible, probably. But it was strange because I worked all day Saturday with the night shift on the work computer.
Does this count toward entertainment? Because I feel like I have not been on. I'm at an hour and 59 minutes.
That's the thing is I always have something playing in my ear. So it's probably 24 hours, but I'm not always on my phone.
I did not watch an hour and 18.
What did you do?
I did not watch an hour and 18 minutes worth of Bluey. Disney says it's an hour and 18 minutes today.
Okay, well, my daily average is almost 10 hours.
Wait, where did you go to find all that?
I just had screen time.
Oh, I went there. Now I'm back there, yeah.
Oh, but anyway, I worked all day Saturday, and I felt so weird because I was tired without a headache.
My daily average this week is 2 hours and 54 minutes.
That's it? Holy cow. I always have something playing. I wake up, I probably scroll on TikTok for a little bit, go on Facebook Marketplace. I've been playing Rummy,
daily
the card
average,
game.
Not weekly.
Yeah, daily average.
Daily average is about 3 hours.
So, and then I put on a podcast, and I take my shower, and then I come downstairs, and then I put on Seinfeld, and I listen to it, and then I do my chores, my homework, and then I put on a podcast, and then I do homework, and then I walk the dogs, and then I put on Seinfeld, and then I and then I put on a podcast, and then I put on music.
It's always background thing. Is it not actively like sitting on your phone and scrolling?
So it's high because it's there's just always something playing, but I'm not actually. Entertainment says 2 hours and 31 minutes.
Yeah.
YouTube, an hour and almost 2 hours. TikTok, an hour. Netflix, half an hour.
I'm gonna go get a roast beef sandwich with some horsey sauce.
That sounds like it would be good for you right now.
I think so.
I think so.
I'm PMSing.
What?
That's what it is, folks.
There's no P about it. You're on the P. The P is pre.
Yeah. Well,
so you're
mine
just
lasts
S-ing.
the entire time.
You're just MSing.
Yeah. It's
okay.
Bad no matter. I am in your driveway and your mom just got home.
Oh,
I think,
that's okay.
I'm constantly in the way.
No problem.
I'm constantly in the way. All right. Love you, folks. Bye.
If you're an audio listener, go check out our YouTube channel. If you're on our YouTube channel, go check us out on Instagram and TikTok. And
how come you haven't downloaded anything in a while?
Finals. I know I'm so behind. Well,
no,
as soon as I'm done, I am like.
No, I figured
everything is going up.
Finals is probably kicking your butt, but
once I'm done with this, then we are in business. Okay. It's just hard because when I am uploading things, I can't use my iPad.
Yeah.
Like, because it's like, don't leave this screen or else, then it doesn't finish. So I'm like, I can't do homework and do it at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's like a time commitment. And I have to like sit there. Sorry.
That's a reasonable excuse.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, folks. Really. Bye.
Bye.